I've decided to put in a vacuum advance style distributor. This has the electronic spark control. I'm going to do away with that. I got a good distributor sitting on the shelf. I'll go ahead and throw that in. First thing I got to do is put a battery in though. It's kind of the common theme around here. I'd leave the battery in, but I'm actually afraid of it catching on fire. Why? This is a new distributor, well, new to me. It's only a couple years old. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. It's gonna shake, isn't it? Watch. Yeah, it shook. It shook. I hear generic rock music in the background. I don't know what that stuff is. The plugs actually look like they cleared out just a little bit, but they're still black. Okay. I'm just gonna undo all these. Figure out where they go later. Why? Dumb. So for the one person that doesn't know what I'm talking about, this connector, this is, I guess, basically what goes to your ECM. I'm gonna go ahead and rip out all the plugs, look at them. I mean, I know they're all gonna be black and carboned up anyways, but it'll also make it easier for the car to spin too, engine to spin, so yeah, stuff. So while I'm doing all this work, all this ECM stuff, since it has a non-feedback carburetor and it's going to have a non-feedback distributor, or you know, it's going to be a vacuum style distributor, none of this stuff is going to be able to plug into either the carb or the distributor or really anything else, with the exception of the O2 sensor down there, but that's not even going to do anything anyways. So I'm just going to take this whole wiring harness and I'm just going to, it's never going to be in use again. So I'm just, that's a vacuum line. I think that's for your mass air pressure, if I know better. I could be wrong. I probably am. Yeah, just gotta be make sure you don't cut anything like, you know, your HVAC stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect this. Oh God. Save this. This is your torque up lockup. Let me try that again. This is your torque converter lockup plug. Try to keep as much wiring from it as you can. This is probably the only thing you might reuse. Try to cut off as much wire as you can. I could have took a little bit more time, but yeah, that's plenty. This is plenty of length. So keep this. Yeah, we're just gonna go. Nope, not gonna work. I'll go and keep this. Yeah, so much cleaner. I'm using a gauge on the #1 cylinder to help me find the compression stroke. This sucks. It's on #1. I hope I don't have to do that again for a while. Stab it in. Gotta take that out. I don't like that. I don't like that either. I have the distributor in now. It's vaguely pointing to #1. This thing, if I was to be reusing it, 1 is down here. It is an Oldsmobile reverse counterclockwise rotation. So you gotta keep that in mind when you're doing distributor and priming the oil pump. I'm not gonna use this though, so I'm just gonna kind of have #1 just be over there. And I'm gonna go ahead and start throwing everything back together. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting on the plug wires. I like to lay them all out, shortest to longest. This kit I don't like too much because it only came with 2 straight ends. The rest are 90s. It's working out fine though, but really you'd want them all to have the straight ends, it being an Oldsmobile. So yeah, I'm gonna put them on now. I'm going to show you my vacuum lines now. This is my ported vacuum going to the distributor. The timing is set at 20 degrees advance, just as the initial timing. That's actually what is called out on the car, and it works fine. I don't know where it says. It says somewhere. There it is right there, 20 degrees advance. That's what I have, 20 degrees initial, and that's what I have it set at. Also, this line, this is going to, you know, if you have air conditioning, it's hooking there. I don't know what color that is, brown, green, I don't know. The other one, it's broken off. It's somewhere down here. That looks like purple or violet to me. That is what's going to manifold vacuum. I show you that just to help you out. If you're ever hooking up your HVAC, I did verify that my vents are blowing as they should. If you were to have these two hooked up the wrong way, then you wouldn't have anything blowing out of your regular vents. Everything would just default to the defroster. So hopefully that helps you out with that. Other than that, it runs good. Let's see what else I can get myself into. I have this carburetor right here. I'm actually thinking about putting on the car to see if I can get this carburetor working. I haven't ran this in probably about 5 years. It worked great when I was using it. I still have the original fittings off the carburetor when it was new, so I can go ahead and take this off so I don't have to run the whole regulator assembly. It is dusty, so I don't know. I might put that on. I might even play with the vacuum secondary spring a little bit. I think the spring that's in here now is the pink spring. They have a yellow one and they have a black one also that comes with these carburetors. I still have them. The black is a heavier spring. The yellow is a much lighter one. Oh man. Oh, that's awesome. That's what I wanted to do. Uh-oh. That'd be too big. That one's just right. That was on way too tight. Why? Annoying. Dumb. Hey, those things are still in there. Ugh. I know what that is. That's PTFE that's in there. That's why it's all nasty. Hey, a spring came out. If you don't plan on ever reusing these things, maybe keep your gaskets. Springs and things. That don't look good at all. We're just gonna leave it. Since the carburetor is mounted still, I'm gonna go ahead and just switch everything out that I plan on switching out anyways. I'm just gonna leave that on for now. How does this work? Okay. This goes like that, and then that goes in. Maybe. Maybe it doesn't go in. Maybe it's all a lie. Oh man. Why? The spring keeps going sideways on me. I put it in like that, then it does that. This is dumb. There. I'm gonna find out that I don't have my gasket on either. That's awesome. This is annoying. There. Why? This one went in a lot easier. That's gonna leak. This bitch is gonna leak all sorts of funny things when I'm done with it. Okay, black one, we're not using that one. We're using the yellow one. That's supposed to be the lightest one. That will make me go vroom vroom more. Okay, things. Can't believe I've never done this before. So I guess you just take it off like that. Put that one on. I'll just throw everything right here away. Wow, it looks really clean in there. Okay. Shake. This isn't going to do anything. We didn't take anything off. That's awesome. What I really like about this carburetor is that you can get the speed handle on all of them. I'm going to go ahead and finish hooking it up. It's only really a fuel line, and I have to transfer this throttle bracket to that carburetor. Here's how I have everything routed. If I planned on keeping this a long-term setup, I probably would have done it a little bit differently. But I got this long hose. It's got a T right there. This hose, it's really old and hard. I should have replaced that, but it's not cracked though, so I just left it. Then of course it's got this extra long hose going to the filter in case I put that 600 back on. That's kind of why I have it like this. Also, it's not in the way of the throttle bracket. It's also not going to hit the air cleaner either. So that's how I got this one hooked up. This vacuum port down here, it's got the PCB here, but next to it it's got a manifold vacuum. I got that capped off. This is ported. It's going to my distributor. Of course my power brakes are hooked up as well. Now I'm going to try to hook it try to fire it up now. So the carburetor's working. I think it just needs the float bowls. I think they're just filling up a little bit. Also, I use mineral spirits to clean up the carburetor. So I'm thinking it's got some of that just going through it still. So it is working. It's just it shut off that time because I shut it off. So the stock air cleaner won't clear, which is fine. It's not like I don't have plenty of these air filters anyways. And yeah, I think the car just needs to be drove with that carburetor on. I think it'll clear out. It's still not wanting to idle right, but I think it'll be fine. So yeah, I'm done for the day.